What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Miss Nicole, here to spark your soul, and welcome back to She Like Radio. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Today is Tuesday, April 23rd. I hope you guys are feeling blessed and amazing. We are going to get into a lot. There's a lot of beef still happening within the rap industry. Excuse me. Oh, shoot. I choked on my saliva. But there's a lot of still beef happening within the industry between Chris Brown and Quavo. Then we're gonna also talk about recaps of what happened over the past weekend. If you was outside for the Women Are Dope event, make sure y'all comment down below because I want to talk about that event and some future upcoming events. So stay tuned. It's your girl Miss Nicole here to spark your soul. This is She Like Radio right here on 101 TKO Radio. Make sure y'all download the app so y'all can hear me play the music on the ones and twos. And you can also stream me on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitch. So follow us on 101 TKO Radio. This is your girl Miss Nicole here to spark your soul. What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Miss Nicole, here to spark your soul. Welcome back to She Like Radio. So listen, I've been outside, y'all. I've been outside ever since I came back from New York. The first event that I went outside to was Young Blue's birthday bash. He had a pool party in his backyard. This pool party was cute, y'all. The pool was so nice. He had like a trail with some bridges going over it. He had a basketball court, all themed Moon Man. That's what he goes by. And he was promoting that his new album was coming out. I believe it was April 26th, so in about 3 days. He'll be dropping a new album. And I got the chance to talk to Young Blue himself and talk to Scarlett, Wallow, and Gilly. So I was excited about that. And let me tell you, I finessed my way into this little studio section. His studio. He got a studio off to the side of his mansion, y'all. Now, for the media, we was just allowed to just be out and about for the pool party, right? Now, they had like VIP media. I so happened to be talking to Young Blue's manager. And I was just like, yeah, finessing my way to get in. And he asked me, like, are you the only one here by yourself representing 101 TKO? And I was like, yeah. So he's like, okay, here, you can have the blue VIP pin. I was like, yeah, we outside. So boom, so I got inside, got the link up with Wallow and Gilly, spoke to Scarlett. She is so nice. Like, she's just humble, down to earth. Love her. So I'm going to play some of the clips from the interviews. The first one is from Young Blue himself. I was able to ask him what motivates him to show up for himself and what he would tell his younger self. So here's what he had to say. Mind you, though, I was just, trying to catch my little 1-2 questions. A bunch of people was running up to him, talking to him. I'm like, yo, sir, I got to go. He lived about an hour and a half away from me. So I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go pick up my child. But these were the 2 questions that I was able to get an answer from. So this is Young Blue. Let me make sure y'all got it up. You can hear it? You hear it? Hold on, y'all. We don't hear it. I'm gonna run it back. So like I said, he had all of his accomplishments set up. So that was pretty exciting. Can I just ask you something? Yeah. Basically, what would you tell your younger self?
Just keep going, and and just tell them they might well just let everybody up here. They might well just let everybody up here have a house party. Come on, then let them fuck it.
What motivates you to show up for yourself?
Huh?
What motivates you to show up for yourself?
Just this right here, motivation, and music, more music.
And what would you tell your younger self?
I don't know, just keep going, keep striving, man, just keep doing what you love, bro, and everything gonna come. So, yeah.
That was a little 1-2 questions I was able to get from Young Blue. He was a little distracted what was going on. And granted, you the birthday boy, the host of everything. Everybody's going to be coming up to you about what you got going on at that pool party. But I love his answers. Just keep going. That's what he would tell his younger self, to just keep going. Because a lot of us be just stopping. And especially me, I'm inconsistent with a lot. I'll think of an idea, start an idea, become so passionate about that idea, and then move on to the next idea and not care. But in order to get to that level of success like Young Blue, you have to stay consistent. You have to keep going. It don't matter who's not in your corner, who is in your corner. Just continue to progress, because people will start to recognize your talent and your skills. And because you keep going, you obviously get better at what you're doing, right? So that was Young Blue. Thank you to Young Blue for even allowing me to have that quick moment. I know you was just bombarded with so many people, so I appreciate that. And happy belated birthday now to Young Blue. Shout out to him. Also, Ruby Rose was supposed to be in the building. I don't know if she made it. I had to leave a little bit early, y'all. But yeah, Ruby Rose was supposed to be in the building too. Now moving on, we got Scarlett. Scarlett is from Brooklyn, and I was able to catch up with her for a quick 1-2.
For so much better. Oh my god. Good? Hey y'all.
101 TKO Radio. We got Scarlett.
Hey y'all, what's poppin'?
What motivates you to show up for yourself?
Everything. My lifestyle, where I came from. Every day I gotta show up for myself. I can't settle for less. You feel me? Every day I gotta go hard because I gotta big myself up. You feel me? A lot of niggas, they don't big themselves up, but I gotta do this shit for me at the end of the day.
What advice would you give to rising female artists?
I say stay consistent. Consistency is key.
And what's the craziest thing you've done for love?
Almost beat this white bitch up because she thought she could take my nigga from me. I almost fucked that bitch up. But you know what? I learned from my mistakes and my wicked ways. And I prayed through it all. Amen?
Amen. Say she lied.
She like...
My bad. 101 TKO Radio. I didn't realize how much she was cursing, but that was her real honest truth, and that was her real honest answer. And I thank you, Scarlett, for even taking the time to answer that. I usually ask a lot of women, like, what's the craziest thing you have done for love? And she was like, yeah, she really about it. Listen, she's about to beat Becky up with the good hair, because don't play with her. But thank you so much. That was Scarlett and Young Blue. I also got a chance to talk to Wallow and Gilly, but we'll get into their interviews after we come from this break. This is your girl, Miss Nicole. I'm here to spark your soul. If you feeling blessed, if you feeling abundant, make sure you step outside. It's time to act. Man, we outside acting bad because outside was closed in 2020. Y'all remember that? But it's your girl, Miss Nicole, here to spark your soul. This is Act Bad.
Go back to when they walking in the club. Play that belly from the top.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Nicole. I'm here to spark your soul. Welcome back to She Like Radio, right here on 101 TKO Radio. Now we're going to get back into some of the interviews that I did at Young Blue's birthday bash. It was a turn-up party, turned up. The DJ was bumping. They had a few DJs, actually. He had a DJ on the rooftop. He had a DJ at the pool. He had a DJ inside of his studio. So I was just all over, jamming and connecting with people. So the next person is Wallow and Gilly. I was able to briefly talk to them. Now I was trying to talk to Gilly too inside the basketball court. And when I was trying to get his information, somebody walked up to him and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna bet you $100 right now you can't make these shots." So him, he was like, "Oh, word." Boom, started making some shots. He did miss a couple, but it was like 3 or 4 in a row that he did make. But I was just dead tight because I'm like, bro, I was about to get his email address. Like, wait until after. But anyways, this is Wallow and Gilly. Listen to their responses to what motivates them to show up for themselves.
XO Mary Matt. No C in my Matt.
XO Mary Matt.
No C.
Matt, you hear me?
Yeah.
Said ain't no seeing her.
That's it. Yeah, I'm bringing.
That's it.
I'm from the Bronx. What trying to motivates shoot you they to show up shot for and yourself? stuff?
What motivates me to what?
Show up for yourself.
And I grew up poor. I was fucked up. There was 6 of us in a 2-bedroom apartment, sleeping on top of each other. That should motivate me.
Thank you.
You hear me?
So he said he ain't need no more motivation than the poorness. And I understand that. Once you are poor, you is not trying to stay poor or go back being poor. So this was Wallow's response as well. Let me see.
I ain't gonna be here forever.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, man, this Wallow $267 million worth of game. What motivate me to show up for myself is that my time on this planet is not forever. You ain't got forever, I ain't got forever. Go out there and do it.
Thank you. Okay. And that's my motivation too. Shoot. If you ain't showing up for yourself, who is showing up for you? You got to do it for yourself. You got to go out there and do it and just take the risk. And that's what it's like for me in these interviews. Like, I only get a little 1-2 seconds, but I'm going to make them 1-2 seconds count. So, I'm in a face with the mic. What's up? Answer this question. And then if they don't answer the first time around, I'm coming back around 5 minutes later. Answer this question. Okay, so I definitely appreciate Wallow and Gilly for taking that time. It's cool to see Wallow. It was Wallow who went to jail, right? I don't want to give you that information, but I believe it was definitely Wallow who went to jail, and Gilly was holding him down in the time being, and then he came out on top, came out with money, and that's how it's supposed to be. And your past does not define your future. So don't look at the past and say, well, I went through this, so I can't do this. That's just excuses because you are doubting yourself. Don't be like them who like woulda, coulda, shoulda if I did this. I cannot stand the woulda, coulda, shoulda people. Like, you coulda just done it. Just do what you gotta do in order to see them dreams come into fruition. So let's move on now to the next event that I had so much fun at, and that was Chelsea Speaks Women Are Dope panel conference event. Yes, let's clap it up for that. I had such an amazing time. It was definitely inspiring to just be in the room with so many amazing women, so many people who are accomplishing what it is they want to accomplish in their life, and just to see part owner of the radio station Chelsea Speaks, actually just to see her vision come into fruition. And the theme of this Women Are Dope was the vision won't wait. Okay, because is that not a fact? Have y'all ever thought of something, never did anything, but then you see the next person doing exactly what you thought? Because why? The vision won't wait. That creative thing needs to come on out into this dimension. And it's not going to wait for you to decide if you're going to do it or not. It's going to move on to the next person who think of the same thing. So I love the message. I love the women who were on the panel. We had Ayla Madison as the MC. She did a great job MCing. They had Coach Andromeda She was up there talking too. She was inspirational as well. She gave, I believe it was her. I wrote down a quote, and I believe she said it. And it was, "You're driving the car, but God designed the road." Let me repeat that one more time. You're driving the car, but God designs the road. So what does that mean to you? Comment down below in, within the comments on Facebook or on YouTube, on 101 TKO's live stream. Or you can comment on my Instagram page, Miss Nicole. And what does that mean to you? That you are driving the car, but God designed the road. To me, that means that your plan is, God already has your plan laid out. The road is already built for you. It's for you to now push the foot to the metal. What's the saying? Metal to the pedal. It's for you to actually now burn tires, for you to actually put energy into making that car go, and for you to be the engine. Okay, you can't get there unless you are actively walking there. That's what all of these artists are saying, to stay consistent. You won't reach God's plan unless you are actively walking in faith towards it. Okay, it's not going to just fall in your lap. Some people think that things just fall in your lap because they are God's child. No, things don't work like that. If it was that easy, we'd be all where we want to be in life at the snap of our fingers. Okay, so the vision won't wait. Women are dope. Chelsea went up there and I started tearing up, child. The real gangster in me left. She did basically I'm a visual person too, so I love that she did a visual thing. But she visually showed us how she took many step backs, but how she continued to go forward, move forward, because her vision won't wait. So she explained how she lost her job, she was out of her relationship, things with the radio station. She was just basically saying all of the different hurdles that she had to overcome and that were coming to her while she was planning this Women Are Dope event. But yet she knew that the vision won't wait. So she kept going. She kept walking. She kept walking in the faith that she know that God gave her this dream. God gave her this vision. So he's not going to leave her astray. She also had Randy O up on stage speaking. She's a multimedia maven. Then we had the panel host, which was Rob Malloy. I think I'm saying his name right. Then we also had the owner of Privy, which was Miss Cassandra. She was up on stage too, basically telling her story on how Privy came into existence and how the hurdles she had to overcome during that time frame. To speak a little bit about what she said is her husband invested in this space, but at the time this was her husband's dream. So she basically, her husband said, like, why not just, put all that energy that you're putting into working for somebody else into you becoming your own entrepreneur and putting all that effort into you and your business. So that's what she did. And then during the time of when Privy was coming into fruition, it was just a shell. She explained that her husband had stage 5 kidney disease. So they had to go through that battle together while coming up with Privy. But the vision won't wait, right? So she said, long story short, she was able to donate her kidney, and her husband and her worked from their hospital bed. They worked from their hospital bed to still get Privy up and running to what we see it today. So shout out to them. Women Are Dope's Women Are Dope panelist also was Coach Tashawn. There we go. I didn't want to mispronounce her name because I also spoke to her after. And she is a relationship coach and owner of the Mail Room. She was giving a lot of gems even off of the panel. I spoke to her personally. And she basically explained how she went through this healing process for 10 years. She went through a healing process for 10 years after leaving her last husband, her last relationship, her last marriage. That she went on a healing journey 10 years after that, working on herself, healing herself. Because she said she knew she was the problem because all past of her relationships, she stated they all had a baby on her. And that's crazy. That's hurtful. So she had to rebuild herself, and she realized, I'm not going to point the finger at nobody but myself. Why am I attracting these type of men? She even said at one point she almost got to the point where she believed there was no good black men out here. And she didn't want that narrative to astray her from actually having love in her life. Because once you start believing that, you won't get nothing but the bums, the scallywags, the bozos. So when you keep that mindset, you just going to be getting just the junk, the leftovers. Okay? But when you know, okay, you have some hope, some faith that there is a person, a partner for you, he will attract to you. But you got to work on yourself, right? So that's what she did within them 10 years. And I don't want to express too much from her personal business, but she held it down for 10 years, y'all, until she was able to meet her husband. And she said, and she was very clear about this. She didn't go looking for her husband. Her husband found her. And I know that's right. Then we also had Kifa. She was on the stage for the panel. She talked about AI. And she's also the owner of the CrossFit gym. And she was telling us how AI is an advantage. It's an advantage if you study it, basically, and learn how to use AI for your advantage. That you don't have to worry about AI taking over the world. Granted, some people in the audience disagreed. They think it's going to be an iRobot moment. Granted, maybe I do too. You never know what can happen out here in a couple of years from now. There's a lot going on. Have you ever watched Black Mirror? I feel like Black Mirror on Netflix has shown a lot of foreshadowing on what is a possibility of what can happen within the computer AI world and it possibly taking over. Granted, though, Kifa explained how if you were able to manipulate the AI, you'll be able to use it to the advantage that you need in order to write the book, in order to write that email, or just do whatever you need to do. She just basically says start off with the templates. Okay, start off with that and work your way until digging deeper on the Chat GPT. And she said that's the most popular one that most people know about. Okay, now after everybody was on the panel doing their thing, Chelsea also gave out awards. That was so special. I did not expect to get an award, but I got media to watch. I was about to go do somebody else's interview, and I heard Miss Chelsea saying, well, she needs to stop walking. I was like, oh, me? Then I got on stage, and it was doofy. I was doofy as ever. Started choking up, teary-eyed, because I was just so honored to be recognized, to be seen, to be heard. Just not radio, just the whole team. Let me tell you how I even got to this point, y'all. It's crazy how the world is small, the universe is small, and how God works. So a couple of months ago, I went out somewhere with my son, and I was like, I don't feel like going back home yet. Let's go to this library event. So my son and I went to this library event. What I was carrying was my tote bag that I made for She Like. And I gave him the information about my tote bag. And then I told him I do interviews. And he told me I should interview the Beats and Books owner, Mr. Troy. Because Mr. Troy was his teacher for music. So I said, okay. So he hooked me up with Mr. Troy. I did the interview with Mr. Troy for the Beats and Books. Check out his nonprofit. He has a lot of courses and stuff that is going on. And just different panels for him as well for his nonprofit. And then I told Mr. Troy what I got going on, what I like to do. And he was like, oh, I need to introduce you to Mr. Nelson and the radio station. So that's how, fast forward, how I'm sitting here today for She Like Radio. So listen, you guys, obedience. Obedience is another theme. The vision won't wait. You need obedience to fulfill the vision. If you are told to do something, if your spirit said do it right then and there. Don't wait. Because if you're waiting and you're not prepared, that opportunity will surpass you. The opportunity will surpass you. Why? Because the vision won't wait. The vision needs to come into fruition. It is not going to wait for you to sit there and lollygag, for you to roll up your blunt. Because I know it was 420 the other day. I know y'all was smoking. I did take a couple pulls, y'all. I'm quitting though. I'm quitting. It's not the life I want. And since I'm taking this artistry serious now, I need to have breath control on stage. and that does not help with the smoking, y'all. But I know y'all was rolling up. Now, did you accomplish what you need to accomplish though? And over this weekend, because a lot happened, and the vision won't wait, y'all. Listen, neither is this time break is going to wait for me either. I gotta go on break. But y'all are listening to Miss Nicole. This is She Like Radio. We about to get into Act 2, Date at 8 by Full Bats, right here on 101 TKO Radio. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Miss Nicole. I'm here to spark your soul right here on She Like Radio on 101 TKO Radio. Make sure y'all download that app so y'all can hear me spinning on the ones and twos, because you don't want to miss all the dope music that I've been playing, all of the heat and the mixing. It's your girl, Miss Nicole. Make sure, like I said, y'all download the app. 101 TKO Radio app, and I can also watch me live on Twitter and on YouTube and on Twitch and on the Facebook on 101 TKO Radio. All right, let's get into some news, some hot topics. So, what's hot on the block? Kid Cudi was on Coachella stage and then was off Coachella stage with a broken foot. He is not funny. But Kid Cudi ended up breaking his foot when he jumped off the stage during his last minute performance at Coachella. He said he has learned a valuable lesson in a video that he shared on X, which is formerly known as Twitter, on Monday morning, which was April the 22nd. The Ohio native accepted that he may have just been past his prime rage age. He goes, yeah, ish got real yesterday, he said while lying in a bed. This is what happens when a 40-year-old man tries to prance around off stage like he's 26, like he used to do back in the day. I learned a valuable lesson. No more prancing around and jumping off stages. I'm hoping that I'll be healed up in time for a tour. That's the plan. I don't want to let you guys down. So yeah, that's what we're aiming for. Not canceling anything just yet. He continued, just gonna wait and see how things go, but I'm okay. A little sore. Yesterday was a lot of pain, but I'm doing better now. I have a little temporary cast on, and I gotta go to a real cast in a little bit. Apparently, I broke something in my heel. This is a major setback, but don't worry, I'm a bounce back. I love y'all all day. Engage the rage, but not at 40. Yo, y'all, I'm only 27. I'm turning 28 June 1st, and I'm gonna talk about my birthday in just a little bit. But I started to notice little things too that I can't do no more. I can't squat down as long as I used to. My knees start hurting and cracking and buckling and all this extraness. I don't got the mega knees. I never had it even when I was younger. But no, and on top of that, I need to stretch. I don't be stretching often. I do stretch when I go to the gym, but my stretch is barely a stretch even when I do go to the gym. So I feel that. I feel it afterwards, y'all. And I be hiking now too. I'm trying to lose weight, y'all. Who still got a stomach? And it's hot outside, so I'm just really trying to lose the stomach ASAP. No Rocky. But anyways, if y'all not stretching, you need to start doing that now, because your knees will buckle, your feet will crack. And then I just see what the old folks was going through and what they were talking about, because it's already starting to happen, child. And then on top of that, my knee just cracks with just me sitting here. So I got to like relieve it sometimes by just loosening my leg up sometimes. But it's a real thing. Once you get older, you still feel them bones cracking, and you just don't feel how young and youthful you used to be. So utilize all that youth as you got it now, because people are chasing youth. People are chasing youth. Let me repeat that one more time. People are chasing youth. You have to live life to the fullest. Like, live it like there is no tomorrow. Live it like everybody is watching. Living like this is your stage, because you don't know if you have tomorrow, let alone if you're going to have a broken foot the next day either. You can break anything, any time of the day, doing anything. So be safe out here, be careful out here, and remember, your bones are fragile, especially if you're getting old and seasoned like myself. Now, speaking of an old seasoned person in the game, we got Nicki Minaj. She dropped the FTCU remix. The remix was featuring Chris Brown, Sexy Red, and Travis Scott. She calls it the Sleaze mix, right? Of the Pink Friday 2. I personally do not like the remix. I don't like it. It just is off. I honestly didn't even make it through the whole remix. I heard Travis Scott. Now, every time Travis Scott is on a song, they always switch the beat up to sound like that Astro, whatever, that Travis Scott sound. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Travis Scott got that one sound, and he don't switch up. He don't care whose song it is. He gonna put that Travis Scott sound on it. And I don't like that. It ruins it. He did the same thing for Tyler Water remix. We don't need that Travis Scott sound. And if you can only rap on your Travis Scott sound, then you're whack. Then we had Chris Brown, who's been mixy. He's been mixy outside, y'all. He's been real mixy outside. He outside. He's okay. We get into him in a minute. And then we got Sexy Red. Like I said, I didn't even get to Sexy Red's part because Chris Brown sound off to me too. Like, this is not Chris Brown's best verse. I've heard better. It was just whack. The song was so much better prior to her adding these people. And then why you add these people? Like, out of everybody in the industry, you add in Travis Scott. It's the same way I feel about everybody in Lil Uzi Vert being featured on it. Now I understand why she put Lil Uzi Vert on it, because he got that song Just Wanna Rock, and that's how everybody sounds with a Just Wanna Rock. That mess. but it don't sound right. Like, it's just, to me, people are played out. I'm getting tired of y'all. It's played out. Y'all sound the same. Same thing with Future. Same thing with, like I said, Travis. Chris, you could have went so much harder, but you sitting here worried about Quavo and how you was messing with his girl, y'all. Did y'all hear the diss track? I didn't even listen to the diss track. I'm so tired of diss tracks. I'm tired of the dissing. I'm tired of the beef. But there's a whole civil war going on in the hip hop industry between basically Future and Drake. And it's basically whoever makes sense, okay? Some felt that Quavo could have went a little harder against Brown, and Brown was like, how he's not going to even respond to that because it was trash. That's what Brown was basically saying himself. There's no point of responding to that. It was whack. So Chris Brown hopped on social media about an hour after the song dropped and roasted it. He said Google Raps. He wrote on his Instagram story that ish was poop. The face palm and laughing emojis was also added to get his point across. But Breezy did not stop there. He voiced his disappointment in Quavo, asserting that he was excited for a competitive rap feud. He goes, damn, I was excited, he added. That ish don't even need a response. The R&B singer rubbed additionally salt in the wound by referencing Takeoff again. He said, Takeoff rap better. In all honesty, Takeoff was my favorite of the Migos. He was the best rapper, not only because he's a Gemini, but he just had the bars, okay? Also, Chris Brown keeps mentioning basically, you're getting bodied by a singing boy, okay? Which it is embarrassing because you're the rapper and here's the singer who's able to rap. Chris Brown is talented. Let's really give Chris Brown his flowers. Chris Brown is so talented. This kid can rap, sing, dance, flip gymnastics. All of that is included. He can act. He can play basketball. He's a drawer. He's a graffiti artist. What can't he do? I'm pretty sure I'm missing some things, but this kid can do it all. Like, there's nobody like Chris Brown on this planet right now. And granted, he messed up his legacy with that whole Rihanna situation that he went to jail for when he beat up on Rihanna in that call. But Rihanna also beat up on him too. But Chris Brown took the fault because obviously he was a man beating up on a woman. He went to jail for that. He also had recently talked about how he wasn't allowed to play in the celebrity basketball game because of that situation that happened years ago. On top of that, and he already paid paid the fine. He went to jail, did all those things, whatever. But he's still being criticized. So my question is, how long should we criticize somebody? How long should we hold them at fault for a domestic violence case? Do you keep that on their name forever? Is that something that you're going to keep bringing up forever? Or if they did the time, they apologize, they're now trying to turn over a new leaf, do you forgive them and move on? Let me know in the comments down below for 101 TKO Radio, or you can call in. Y'all can definitely call in. Or, like I said, find me on Miss Nicole on Instagram, or watch me on Facebook, on Twitch, or on YouTube, and comment below there. How long do you keep something over somebody's head? Keep dangling over their head. But anyways, I'm going to stay tuned to this Migos well, not, it's not really Migos. It's more Quavo from the Migos and Chris Brown, the R&B singer that y'all know of. This rap battle. Oh, granted, the battle is probably done because Chris Brown said he's not going to even respond to the trash. But Sweetie did say that she's going to have to rewrite her song because her name was mentioned into it, and she out here loving on the crew. Loving the crew, child. But we gonna keep things moving. It's your girl, Miss Nicole. I'm here to spark your soul. We're gonna move on to this song called Barbie World. This is Nicki Minaj featuring Ice Spice.
Stop playing with
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Miss Nine Nicole. I am here to spark your soul right here on 101 TKO Radio. We are listening to She Like. She Like is premiering every Tuesday from 11 to 1 p.m. on 101 TKO Radio. Download that app so you can hear me playing the music on the ones and twos. And you can also watch me on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitch. We're doing live streams right now, so tune in, and you can call in, okay? You can call in and talk to me. So if you need to call in number, look on 101 TKO Radio's Instagram bio. All right, let's get into more beef, because that's what apparently everybody is liking to eat. Get it? So Kanye West went on, what's the name of it? He went on the Download podcast. And he premiered an R&B. He premiered a remix of the diss track Like That, where he says going to bring elimination of Drake and dismiss J. Cole outright. And in the midst of all of this too, he talked about Kai Cenat, who's the hip hop streamer. Well, he wasn't really a hip hop streamer, but that's what he's kind of like turning into. He claimed that Cenat was a textbook example of an industry plant and someone who peddled lies in order to profit from artists. Kai is on the wrong side of the future, he asserted. Kanye West did not appreciate the fact that Kai Cenat posted negative things about Yeezy's fashion line on social media. If you posting something negative, you just on the wrong side of the future, he explained. We out here stepping away from Adidas. That ish that Kai sent, that's some industry plant ish. West was asked by the Download host Justin LeBoy whether he actually thought Cenat was a plant. And he reiterated his feelings on the matter. Of course, he exclaimed. That exact genre is the most industry plant. It's about like, influence, and mind control. Now, you know Kanye has always been very vocal about his feelings. And when he's feeling anger, he don't mind saying how angered he feels. So I just feel like, you know, Kanye is a little bit out of the box with this one. Granted, everybody can have their opinions, and Kanye Cenat wasn't feeling your clothing brand, and that's okay. Your clothing brand do be a little dry, it be a little bland, but it's okay to have basics in your drawer sometimes. So I get that. Also, he did premiere his diss track, his remix to the diss track. I don't know why Kanye is. It's like all of the artists is just going and beefing at each other, and Drake is going against everybody. Granted, I don't know why Kanye really felt the need to insert himself. He just wanted to be seen, I felt like. But overall, I'm not feeling the songs. I'm not feeling the songs in any of the parties on the diss tracks. I've heard snippets of a few of the songs. I'm not feeling it. Kanye's last album, Vultures 2, with his collaboration with Ty Dolla $ign, I wasn't feeling that either. It's just a lot of people is just throwing out popcorn music. Y'all just popping it out just to stay relevant. And I'm assuming that this that's happening within the whole hip hop industry is just for everybody's come up. It's just for everybody to make a little profit on and get their name buzzing. But it's like, for what? Y'all are mad old and grown, and this to be dissing over women and beefing over women, beefing over the fact that because J. Cole apologized, he felt like this wasn't a part of his spirit. Like, okay, he apologized. He took down his song 7 minute drill, something like that was the name of it. He took it down off of all the streaming platforms, which was the diss track to Kendrick Lamar. People feel like, especially Kanye too, he said like that was basically like a punk move, like you don't do that. My thing is, like, what are y'all originally arguing about? Do y'all know what the original argument is all about? If you do, and if you are keeping up with this whole civil war within the hip hop industry, comment down below on my Instagram, on 101 TKO's Instagram, and let me know your opinion. Call in and let me know your opinion. Now, Sweetie, like I said, she's gotten in the mix of this, but she got her own problems going on. Sweetie revealed that Warner, which is her label, wouldn't clear her single that she teased and defends making quote-unquote retail music. So she said she has been making some revelations on her Twitter recently that included responding to fans who are both asking for updates on her new music and criticizing the music that she has already released. And one fan pulled out some receipts of the track that the rapper shared a feature of, a sample of the Barbie Girl, which was the infamous track between Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj, Barbie Girl. And her response was to the question that Warner wouldn't clear it. She said in a quote to the fans' tweet. And in a different tweet, she said she was able to turn something negative into something positive. When someone criticized her on Twitter claiming that she makes quote-unquote retail music, she had a hilarious response. She said, and I quote, "Retail music makes people want to shop more. I guess I'm helping the economy," she responded. And in the replies on the Instagram post recapping the interactions, fans loved her response. She has always turned a negative to a positive. One comment read, and another comment said, "On God, I'm be at the store holding my Shazam to the ceiling when some of her fire-ish is playing." Do y'all think Sweetie makes retail music? I do think she makes pop music, something just to get you hype, something to get you in the mood when you're getting ready. But a lot of fans are buzzing around the fact that Sweetie and her now open relationship with YG. I want to say their relationship is open, but now they're opening it to the public, letting us know that they're dating once again. So they broke it off this year a little earlier. Didn't take too long with the rumors, but they rekindled their relationship. And this happened when they were on the Rolling Loud stage where YG performed alongside Tyga, and he brought out Sweetie as a guest, and the two shared a sensual moment on stage, and that grabbed the fans' attention. And a few weeks later, they were on social media official again. How long after y'all start dating somebody do y'all start going official on Instagram and Twitter and all that other stuff? How long after y'all start talking to somebody do you start making things official in public? Let me know in the comments down below. In my opinion, I'll say never. I'll keep that person private. If you do want to post a picture, make sure it's the back of their head. It do blows my mind when y'all post a picture and then you just put the emoji on top of that person's face. At that point, save the picture. Don't even post it. But if you want to do the things that what's that movie? That show Powerpuff Girls and Proud Family. I remember those two characters whose face was never shown. I can't remember their characters, but do it something like that. It's cute, where it's like a mystery, like cut off just above the neck. So, but I'm personally, I don't think I'm going to reveal any relationship, even if I am in a relationship, because this is like, y'all too nosy, and people be all up in your comments, all up in your Instagram stories with their popcorn ready, available, just see what you got going on. So, I would prefer to keep everything private. Now, Chef G, he's back in the studio following his prison release. Now, he was released from prison on bail on Friday. He paid $1.5 million to the New York City Department of Corrections to get out. Now he's promoting his upcoming music. He shared a teaser video of himself in the studio on Instagram. This is on Sunday. Now, the quote or the caption says, quote unquote, "Free the guys." He captioned the post, quote unquote, another post, "RP the guys. NY, we back. Everything lit. Dropping soon. All new heat coming soon. I promise. Appreciate life. I'ma have fun with this ish." And he did a bunch of hashtags. Now, he was posted up with Sleepy Hollow. Chef first announced that he got out on bail in another post too on Instagram. 10 million bond, 1.5 million cash bail was the ticket. He previously wrote, "Bell paid same day. Are you dumb? Chef G back. New York, we effing back. Lit. Counted me out. They thought I was done. Peace and love to y'all. Winner circle. I'm with the stars, baby. You can come and eat with us. You ain't gotta starve, baby. Quote unquote, free the guys. Bail out the guys." So, Chef G is ready to release more music. Are y'all still banging with Chef G? He was arrested back in 2023 as one of the 32 alleged gang members indicted for the shootings and other crimes. Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez said at the time, as noted by the All Hip Hop, "It is distressing to know that some of the violence was allegedly fueled by a young man who used money he made from a successful music career to allegedly pay for and encourage acts of violence." Alright, well, be on the lookout for further information on Chef G and his case right here on 101 CKO Radio. Are y'all still bumping Chef G? Let me know down in the comments below. I usually do like when artists come out of jail or prison and drop their first day out song. It'd be a bunch of bars, okay? It'd be a bunch of heat. It'd be a fire beat and get you something hype on. But we'll see. Now, new changes is happening out here. I don't know if it's because of Mercury retrograde or it's just the new season of spring, but Rihanna is out here changing her Instagram profile picture after 10 years. Can you imagine having the same profile picture for 10 years? She has finally changed her famous Instagram profile picture for the first time over a decade. Last week, the minimalist doodle that the 36-year-old used as an avatar on the social media platform for so long was replaced with the stick figure hand holding a Fenty Beauty product at the beach. Now, it is unclear what exactly this update entails, if it entails anything at all, but it looks like Fenty's sunscreen that the avatar hand is holding up at the beach. Okay? Earlier this year, Rihanna tapped in with her boo A$AP Rocky to be the face of the Fenty Beauty's new unisex lip balm. And in an ad spotted from early January, the Harlem native shows off the new Barbados cherry-powered Luxe Balm that packed with vitamin E and shea butter. And additionally, she promoted even features from a few bars from him. Flossy, glossy, nah, B. This ain't lip gloss, lip balm up in my palm. New collab with my baby mom. So, in other news, the Umbrella hitmaker admitted last year that seeing her partner in dad mode is a huge turn on, okay? And she recently said how when she be stepping out with him, she be feeling like his assistant because how he be dressing. he be dressing, y'all. He do be dressing. It's pretty cool. And she admitted that she even has like dressed her sons up to match her baby daddy. So let me know what y'all think of Rihanna's new profile picture. It's basically, like I said, the avatar's hand. And if I recall right, that original Instagram profile pic that she had of the avatar's face was a fan who drew that for her, and she has used it ever since. Okay, you guys, it's your girl Miss Nicole. I'm here to spark your soul. I'm going to be wrapping up She Like. I had so much fun talking to you guys, as I always do. I'll be back next week, Tuesday, from 11 to 1 p.m. right here on 101 TKO Radio. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all send me y'all music if you are an artist. If you have dope, clean version of your music, send it to me so I can play it on the ones and twos. If you have something that's coming up or anything that you want to promote, let me know, because you can come here on 101 TKO Radio and talk about whatever it is that you got going on in your life that you want other people to know about. And something that I want you guys to know about too before I head on out here is my birthday, June 1st. I'm throwing a listening party for my new EP called Naya's Notes. Yeah. So Naya's Notes is going to consist of 5 new songs. I'm going to also drop my EP on my birthday too, June 1st. So make sure y'all tune into that. My event is free, so come check us out. I'm going to have a couple of artists performing. I have so far Vanessa Moon, I have GMF, and I have my best friend Sunny So Fancy coming in from New York to perform too. So that is on June 1st. I'm going to be having my listening party and the dropping of my EP, and I'm turning 28.